Welcome back to the Racing Canucks, my friends. Today we're talking about the Ontario Sportsman Series. Now, I don't really have any footage of the Ontario Sportsman Series for I haven't gone to a race yet. So, actually, they haven't started the season and I just found out about them. But I do have some B-roll footage of me playing NASCAR Heat 5 in the background, so you can enjoy that while I explain what Ontario Sportsman Series is. Now, I'm not the best at NASCAR Heat 5. I just recently got it, and I'm still learning the ropes on it, so you could probably see me crash a couple times. But enjoy the video. Now, the reason why I want to talk about the Ontario Sportsman Series was because I was recently at the Motorama show in Toronto, which is a Canadian motorsports show, and I stumbled across two stock cars in the Ontario Sportsman Series booth and started talking to the people there. Now, I fell in love with those two cars and I did some research and I wanted to learn about this series, this small series in Ontario, and I found some cool things. So, to get to the history of it, CASCAR was the top tier stock car racing for Canada. Now, if you're not from Canada, I don't blame you for not knowing what CASCAR is. CASCAR is pretty much the alternative or the counterpart to NASCAR, but in Canada. Now, CASCAR was founded in 1981, but it eventually folded in 2006. The reason why it folded was NASCAR bought out CASCAR, making a new series called the NASCAR Canadian Tire Series, or which is now known as the NASCAR Pinty Series. So who are the Ontario Sportsman Series? Well, the Sportsman Series is run by the National Stock Car Association, or NSCA for short. The vehicles that they use are manufactured by Dodge, Ford, and Chevy. Now, you may be running a Ford body, but you can put a Chevy engine in it. Or you can run a Dodge body, and you can put a Ford engine in it. So pretty much you have a Frankenstein car, pretty much. Now, the reason why they do this is to keep costs low for the teams, because racing is expensive and they want to keep it as cost effective for the teams here. Now, these are also small teams, for this is only an Ontario league. Now, they only race in ovals, so there are no road courses, there are no street circuits, but they are open to it. And for the first time, they're going to be racing on dirt this year. So you got some asphalt and you got 2 dirt races this season. So that's very exciting to see that they're bringing some of the roots back into stock car racing and here in Ontario. Now, don't get it wrong. Even though Ontario Sportsman Series is a small series, there have been drivers that have come from the NASCAR Pinty Series and have lost against these drivers. So these drivers are very skilled. Now, the McLean family are probably one of the most skilled families in this series. They have won 6 championships altogether, 5 coming from Sean, and the most recent championship coming from Chad in 2021. They're pretty much the Earnhardt family of the Ontario Sportsman Series. Also, Connor James, 2019 champion, has graduated to the NASCAR Pinty Series and has raced a few races there. So this league does give you pretty much a bounce spring to the NASCAR Pinty Series if you can get sponsorship there. So that's a really cool thing. What is great to see is that this series is starting to get sponsorship. It's starting to get recognized. They did have issues trying to get sponsors, but this year they have well over 13 sponsors. And actually one of them, my friend's Sticker and Scuffs podcast, is one of the sponsors. So it's very exciting to see that this league is starting to get some breath, some life, and some recognition. Now, this league will have at least 14 drivers this season, so that's very exciting to see there. And they have 10 races, so it's a very small season, but each race counts. Now, the tracks they're going to be going to will be Full Throttle Motor Speedway, Flamborough Speedway, Sunset Speedway, Delaware Speedway, and this is an interesting one here, Southern Ontario Motor Speedway, which is the dirt track that I was talking about earlier. This is the first time they're racing on dirt. Then they're going to go to Peterborough Speedway, and then back to Delaware Speedway, back to Full Throttle Motor Speedway, and then Flamborough Speedway, then ending in and off again with another dirt race at the Southern Ontario Motor Speedway. So they're going all over Ontario, and this is a very exciting thing to do because Ontario is a huge province. So they're going from one side to the other side. So it's very exciting to see that you could literally go on tour with them if you wanted to. Now the season will actually start on May 14th, 2022. So this is from the time of filming this video. It's going to be this weekend, and it will be finishing at September 17th, 2022, as long as everything goes well. So if you live in Ontario, give them a shot. Go to a track, support your local racing, and watch a race.